Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Let's Play Super Metroid. I'm host Picking Level 72, and we're gonna get started off today by going through this tube. Building up a speed booster, apparently. And heading towards the big shaft that we fell down quite a few episodes ago. Because if you remember, we now have the ice beam in tow. And in this shaft, there are enemies that are otherwise unkillable, but they can be frozen and used as platforms with the ice beam. So, obviously, we can now go back up. And that's how you're supposed to get out of Doorfair the first time, without any power bombs or the grapple beam. But since we sequence broke using the wave beam, we got it out of there with much more items than they intended. Also, you can freeze these light enemies to avoid killing them without turning off the lights. And you just use the grapple squares to get over the spikes and maw things. And head in here. Let's do a bomb here. We'll raise this metal platform over here, and then this Chozo's hands is the X-ray scope. Our final up top ability. You select it and press B or the run button, and you can see what squares are actually there. So like these ones you can go through because they're invisible, and that's a square you can break with the wolf bar bomb. And so we can get through like this. And out. Alright. So that's going to be very useful for finding secrets from now on. I recommend using that in pretty much any room you find. And I am being caught by this maw guy. I should probably be using the grapple beam upon re-evaluation. But also another thing to note about these light guys. If you all have not full health, they will always drop a big energy that will still have 30 health, and it can be helpful, especially when you're leaving a room, because obviously you don't really need the way, and even with like none of them on, you can still vaguely see the platforms, although it is hard. So going up even more vertically in the platform, not the platform, the shaft, we're gonna reach more of these enemies. Just use them as platforms, then go in here. Into this room, and just a warning, see those flowers at the bottom and top of the screen? Do not step in them, because they will hold you and hurt you for a very long time. It can be very annoying if you get caught. And it can be very easy to fall into them because of those tiny little platforms. So, that's weird. A yellow door shut behind us. Well, we can shoot down here, and there is a secret. We can also shoot these things. Fun. And go in here. And, oh, I'm in the... Yeah, that's what those flowers do. They have teeth. You can freeze these things if you wish. Then in this Chozo's hands is a power bomb expansion, and this power bomb is actually the first power bomb expansion you're supposed to get. But we play the game by our own rules. You also notice that the entire wall behind this Chozo statue is power bomb breakable, and in this secret alcove is a missile pack. So very useful. Very, very useful. Very, very useful. Oh no, I'm repeating that. But, so, now that we have that, you also notice that, these caterpillar shell things will also always drop a power bomb should you need it. And these things, like I said, always drop a super missile if you need it. We can come over here and save really quickly, which is nice. And then, continuing on through this area, we can go through this door, kill some of these enemies, and that will open the door over here. But it's obviously a dead end, right? Well, never trust dead ends. And now that we have the X-ray visor, we can check, and sure enough, this entire bridge is a power bomb explodable. And this flower is actually fake, revealing a secret power bomb expansion. So already we have 15 power bombs, as compared to our measly 5 super missiles. Kind of sad, really. But we'll be getting more super missiles in the near future. Because here, as we go up, this is a familiar place. We're back in Crateria. And if we go up here, it's kind of funny that the Red Brinstar music still plays here, even though obviously not in Red Brinstar, but whatever. Now this door is the way you're supposed to go to progress, but we don't want to do that quite yet. Instead, we want to head over to the left, through this strange door-like thing, and into this big open room. And you're running back, and here it is, Samus's ship. So, in those now 6 episodes, we have made an entire circuit around the entire game. And from the beginning, we've certainly gotten a lot. But is it enough? I'm willing to say that it's not. Because how I play the game, at this point, it's time for what I call the big backtrack. Which pretty much involves completing another loop through the game, although this one is quite a bit shorter. And now that we have a whole bunch of expansions, well, not expansions, a whole bunch of items, we can get a whole bunch of expansions in the places such as Crateria and Brinstar that we haven't been to in a while. Alright, and the first one to get is actually in this room. If you run over here and do a shine spark, which I don't think I've actually explained. Sorry about that. To do a shine spark, all you need to do is speed boost and then hold down and then hold in the direction you want to fire yourself and push A. And you'll boost off in that direction. But I will warn you, does take energy to do so. So watch your health as that happens. Because it will eat up at it fast. And so will this acid, apparently. Alright, so in this room we got a power bomb expansion. Another thing about the shine spark is that depending on where you hold the control stick, it will boost in different directions. If you're at a standstill or looking straight up, it will shoot straight up. Holding the look up fashion will shoot, and facing to the left will shoot you up and left, or up and right, like that. Just moving left or right will shoot you off in that direction. And holding down to either direction will do it down. And I'm not actually sure if you can go straight down. I've never really needed to. Here I'm going to use one just to get that last pesky blue square. I told you I'm OCD about it. And the next thing to do is actually on the left wall over here. That I apparently cannot get up above. Up here is a very flat section. And if you go to the middle of it and drop a power bomb, it turns out there's a secret passage! Again, how are you supposed to know this? I have no idea. But, you know, it's there. And so begins a sort of gauntlet, really. There's going to be all these square platforms you see, all defeatable by regular morph ball bombs, or much easier by power bombs. Because if you plant a morph ball bomb next to them, they will only destroy one square, but if you put a power bomb, it'll destroy all the squares. Like so. And I'm getting low on health, but it doesn't really matter to me because there's an E-tank right here that I knew about, which will fully restore my health, as well as give me a new tank. But we're not done here. That was supposed to destroy those blocks and not be looking like I was wrong. Because we're actually supposed to go through here, get out of the lava, or acid, as it actually is. Here I recommend using a regular morph ball bomb, as in the long run it will save you one power bomb. And you might as well save them when you can. You just want to try to avoid damage throughout here. It can be a very annoying area to go through. Here it looks like we have a dead end, but obviously we don't. And here, if you want, you can restock on all that energy you lost with these things, but they kind of take a while to respawn, as they're not the 5-guy things. And then you come to this room. If you pull out your visor, you see that all of this is breakable. So shoot and break and that stuff. But before you step, look down, as there's a whole bunch of those instant fall platforms. And what you want to do is, you can see that there's 4, and the middle 2 are right on that first crack. So you want to do is get right in the middle, and I messed it up, I messed it up, I messed it up, and I messed it up, I messed it up, I messed it up, I messed it up, I messed it up! Well, what you're supposed to do, and I completely messed it up, is get on both so you can destroy both the platforms as you fall down, and get to both of these missile tanks. But since I messed up, I have to go all the way back to my ship, and then go all the way back to here and get the other one. So, because that would be very, very boring to watch during a video, I will meet you back at the top of this room. Alright, I'm back. As you can see from my health, I took quite a beating on the way here. And this time, we're just gonna shoot like that, get the other missile tank. It's actually pretty hard to get both of these tanks at once, but it's really annoying when you miss it. Because, like, oh, it takes so much time to go back through there, and you take so much damage because of all the acid and stuff. But, now we're gonna be heading back into, Brinstar, if you remember the way that is how I went to Brinstar, Green Brinstar for the first time, at least. Briefly, I want to make a stop over here, though, just to show off something. Here is the gold statue room, as you remember. And since we've been here last, we have defeated Kraid. And as you can see, his green eye has been smashed. His statue's now gray, and some sort of spirit has left him. But 3 bosses is still a man. So, it's obvious that beating the bosses will open up something there, but we can't get to it yet. And I'm definitely gonna spawn health off of these guys, because they give off so much, and yet it's never enough. Come on. Oh, apparently they can spawn power bombs too. I didn't even know that. Learn something new every day, folks. Actually, you probably don't. That's probably a false statement. I would go to say that some days I don't learn anything new. Actually, a lot of days. Anyway, we're in Green Brinstar again to officially start our what is it? The big backjack. That's right. That's what I call it. But I think we're going to do that in the next episode when we start it. So next time on Let's Play Super Metroid, we're going to be heading back through Green Brinstar, exploring all these leftover blue rooms that we haven't been through yet, and collecting any expansions that we have missed and are now able to get. Alright, see you guys then.